The HPC Scotsman Tubular Duplicode is the preeminent tubular key machine. It will cut most of the popular sizes of tubular keys by code, including 7-pin standard, oversized, and small bore. It accommodates right and left-hand offset cuts, dead pin cuts, and pin-within-pin cuts. It also can duplicate a wide variety of keys with any space and depth configuration, as well as create a key from an HPC tubular pick. The Tubular Duplicode is equipped with a carbide cutter for smooth cutting and a plexiglass shield for added safety. There are 4 different shaft extensions for different sized keys. Number 1 is for small bore keys. Number 2 is for standard keys. Number 3 is for UL pin-within-pin keys. Number 4 is for Fort Lock thick wall keys. To maintain perfect alignment, the elevation knob makes minute adjustments to the angle of the cutter based on the size of the key to be cut. Use the elevation knob to select the proper elevation for the key. For extension 1 small bore, select 1. For extension 2 standard, select 2. The depth knob designates the depths when cutting by code. The Duplicode uses standard Chicago Ace depths 1 through 8 with a 16,000ths of an inch increment. For duplicating a key, position the depth knob on D for duplicate. The Duplicode has an internal mechanism that controls the spacing. It is set for spacing on standard 7-pin keys at 45 degrees. There are also stops at 22.5 degrees to accommodate offset cuts. Use the position knob when cutting by code. Used in conjunction with the standard spacing presets on the machine assures the spaces on a new key will be accurate. Some specialty keys may use a different spacing pattern. These keys can still be cut on the Duplicode. On top of the machine is a position guide knob. By turning this knob counterclockwise 2 full rotations, the preset spacing is disengaged, allowing the machine to cut in any space increments. While the Tubular Duplicode is versatile, it is also simple to use. First, determine the proper extension for the key to be cut. Use the largest extension that the blank fits on. For a standard key, use the second extension. Use the included Allen wrench to remove the extension from the base and install it on the main shaft. Let the screw pull the extension onto the shaft. Select the proper elevation number for the extension used. Number 2 for standard keys. To duplicate a key from the original, turn the depth knob to D for duplication. Place the original key on the extension. Verify the cuts of the key fully engage the depth stop pin. If the pin is too high to engage the cut or too low to allow the key to engage the cut, loosen the cinch stud to release the pin. Use the depth stop slide to position it to properly engage the cut on the key. Loosen the collet and insert the proper key blank. Make certain it sticks out approximately 3/8 of an inch. Then lightly hand tighten the collet. Do not over tighten the collet as the key blank must move during indexing. Next, turn the cutter so one flute is positioned straight up and down. Push the original key on the shaft until it stops on the depth stop pin. The key blank should have recessed slightly further into the collet. Further tighten the collet to hold the blank in this position. Close the safety shield and turn the machine on. Turn and push the original key so the first cut fully engages the stop pin. The key blank will be cut to a corresponding depth. Slowly release the key. Turn to the second space and push in until the cut fully engages the stop pin. The second cut has now been made on the blank. Continue this process until all 7 cuts have been made. Switch the machine off. Raise the safety shield. Loosen the collet and remove the key. Remove any brass chips before trying the key in the lock. When called on to service a lockout on a tubular lock, use an HPC tubular pick to pick all 7 chambers at once. Then a new key can be duplicated from the HPC tubular pick. Place it on the shaft instead of an original key. The depth stop pin will read the depths of the feelers the same as the depth of a cut key. The tubular duplicode will also cut a new key by code. To cut a key by code, you need to know the bidding. Consult HPC's code source or another reference to translate the code number to the bidding. Or decode an existing key or HPC pick using the HPC tubular key and pick decoder included with the machine. Install the proper extension and set the elevation knob to the corresponding number. Release the cinch stud so the stop pin raises out of the way. Place the position knob on the shaft. Set the depth knob to 0. Load and gauge the key blank as shown in the duplicating section of this video. Set the depth knob to the depth for the first space. Push in and turn the position knob to the first space. Continue slowly pushing until the shaft stops. The corresponding depth has been cut on the key blank. Slowly disengage the blank from the cutter. Turn the depth knob to the depth for the second space. Turn the position knob to number 2 and push in until it stops. The second cut has now been made. Continue this process until all 7 cuts have been made. Switch off the machine. Raise the safety shield and loosen the collet. Remove the new key. Brush off any remaining brass chips before trying the key in the lock. The HPC Tubular Duplicode is unsurpassed in its quality and durability. For code cutting and duplicating multiple sizes of tubular keys, it's the only machine you'll need. Contact your authorized HPC distributor for more information.